Hello and welcome, Nightspectre here for another shoutcast of League of Legends. I'm here at Blue Team's Graves, played by Pukey Style, and we'll see how he'll carry his team, I suppose, because it's a video uploaded by him, so I suggest he'll do something awesome, because else it would have been worth uploading. Meanwhile, we have a Skarner jungler on this team. I'll go over the teams. So we have Ari on the blue team together with Skarner, Wukong, Janna and Graves. And on purple team we have Gangplank, Vayne, Brand, Nocturne and Sona. So I really like this matchup. It's gonna be fun to cast, I presume. But of course now it's the moonwalking phase, everyone knows that, on LOL recorder. Now since new patch the beginning is a bit buggy to say the least, but well, it's fun to watch. It's like mini Michael Jacksons all over the place. Oop, teleporting mini Michael Jacksons, moonwalking like a boss. Right. Actually it's more like the shuffle, except for Janna who just keeps on floating. Wukong with the cloth armor and 5 health pots will have quite a sustain at the beginning of his lane, which will be necessary because gangplanks are quite the bastards when you're facing them with their... They're like an AD. There's a tanky AD which has the ability of a ranged a bit with his parlay, which also is an excellent ability because it has on his effects and it gives money and all that things, all that good stuff. So meanwhile Skarner is protecting his own jungle, but Ari will be soon there to help him. Moonwalking Ari probably is already standing there and I just can't see it. It's probably the best that I go on Graves because it's his game, so he'll be the less buggy of them all, even though in the beginning everyone is quite buggy. Standing here to check that the enemy wouldn't go through here, because when you'll invade blue, but I don't think the enemy will do it, it's much wiser to invade red. But if you would invade blue, never go through here, because then you'll be directly spotted by the defender, if there is a defender, but mostly there is a defender here guarding that point, so they'll immediately see you coming and then your gank will fail. You might be able to get blue, but then the enemy will be able to steal your blue at the same time, so it doesn't make much difference. If you gank blue of the enemy, it's best to go either through here with your whole team, because mostly there'll be a defender here, but it will be too late for him because he doesn't have the bush protection on like this, over here. And now you won't be able... No, I thought Janna would be standing guard here, but it could be dangerous. They could be all standing here. Graves is also at his lane, which he should, because it's very important for the AD carry to farm, which we all know, or should know. So I think they're going to go on wolves first, because this is a high elo match and Skarner is very good at doing wolves with a bit of help very fast. It's good jungler. So here we go. Wukong and Ari will help him together, so they'll be down right about now, I think, but it's hard to see because Lolrico is going on the Graves, who will take the golems, which never has been a problem. Just take the golems. They'll be right back spawned when Skarner is done doing what he must at the top lane jungle. Janna CVing, I don't know where it isn't showed, but probably just for safety measures to place her ward. Now Sona is very aggressive support, which does a lot of damage, more than some AP carries, to be honest, and she can heal and stuff, but that's not what we're here on about. I'm not going to talk about champions, even though, well, maybe I might. And both warded the enemy's bush, which is, well, a good thing to do because support champs are quite the annoying little bins if they're able to stand there at the bush and then come up when their abilities are off cooldown to shoot their load all over you, especially Sonas. or Tarix for that measure, and Wukong already getting pushed back by Gangplank, which isn't a surprise at all. That parlay just hits so hard. And even Gangplank has sustained with his removed scurvy also, but it's best that he won't be having that until level 4 or 5. And he also has 5 health pots, so... But he's pushing pretty hard, so if Wukong is able to get his minions, he should do fine. Meanwhile, I don't think Sona has warded this bush, so this means that Janna is able to zone away the enemies. Also, Nocturne is apparently at the raves, so Ari must be prepared. Wukong won't get ganked because he's pushed as his tower. But Gangplank is free to roam around and he might go for the walls, but it's too dangerous. Oh, yes, it's too dangerous for a Gangplank to do that at the beginning of the game. Meanwhile, Sona is pretty hard low on HP, so she'll have to go back, which doesn't give a lot of covering to Vayne. You cannot really support champions are so important at in that lane that once your support is gone, you're like a sitting duck in your lane. You can't do nothing if the other AD carry has a support. Meanwhile, Skarner wants to gank, but he first wants to CV this place in order to be sure that there's no enemy jungler in that bush, because when you jungle and you walk into a bush when there's an enemy jungler here, then that's very bad, and if your double buff gets taken by Gangplank, then your Wukong might as well just throw away his keyboard. Meanwhile, Wukong going for the aggression and Skarner too, but nice flash from Gangplank getting him out, but apparently he must be quite low for Skarner to go tower diving him like that. Meanwhile, Nocturne is spotted by the ward. Good ward placement, especially for... It's pretty hard to place good wards on Nocturnes, because once they hit 6 they can come from pretty much everywhere to kill you. But Nocturne doesn't know that... now he knows. Oh, he could have just ignored it. But Ari will be the first one to get there, I think, even though Brand is going to be first and Skarner walks right into his queue. But nice, I think he flashed, but I'm not pretty sure. That's roll replay for you. Meanwhile, Brand has to run away, because if Ari is able to... Oh no! Is he level 6? I don't think he's level 6 yet. Meanwhile, bot is still pushing as hard as balls. Well, they're able to push pretty damn hard, because they know that Nocturne isn't even near. He's dead. Oh, and I managed to miss that. Such a pity. So apparently Wukong was able to pretty much tower dive Gangplank, and Gangplank must have been really low on HP because he didn't stay at his tower, which is mostly at low level tower dives the best thing you can do, so he had to run away, but Wukong was able to catch him, so he must be really low on the HP. Meanwhile, Nocturne trying to gank again, but good ward coverage. It's really important to have wards, people. Very important. Meanwhile, Graves testing out how much damage Sona and Vayne can do at the same time, which is they really need that aggressiveness, because Janna, I really love Janna support, don't get me wrong, but she really doesn't have any heals except for her ult, which doesn't really count, because no Janna should use her ult for the healing, except for some parts when they're like, yeah, everyone's low and we got nothing to do, let's tap you up with some health so we can push a tower or something. But meantime, Skarner will be going. I'm pretty sure they warded it, because yeah, you're a support, you have the 2 wards, you got like 3 wards at the beginning of the game, and really? She began with a cloth armor. That's pretty interesting, because you know, Graves have a lot of burst potential at the beginning of the game, so going for cloth armor as a support isn't really not that bad. But however, you'll be able to buy less wards with that, but it doesn't really matter, because she already went back, so she should have been able to buy new wards. And meanwhile, the Vayne is doing some damage on Janna, who really doesn't care that much, cause shield. I suggest Graves already has a his boots, yes. He has his Berserker's Greaves, which give him the attack speed needed to get ahead in his lane, because Vayne really does not yet have her Berserker's Greaves. But she didn't went back either. She has 40 kills while Graves has 52, so Graves is ahead on Vayne, so she will be able to be under geared compared to him. Gangplank still nowhere to be seen. Maybe he's nope, I don't know where he is. Maybe he's taking the golems, I don't know. Then Skarner is waiting for a gank, but Brandt is getting the blue, I think, so he'll have to wait for a while. Skarner took blue for himself because, yeah, Skarner kinda needs blue till... Ooh! Brandt saw him, so he won't be able to counter jungle without dying. Meanwhile, Sona is nowhere to be seen, but neither is Janna, so... he was Sona, so they won't be able to be that aggressive. Ooh, she could have knocked him to the wall a while ago. It has a pretty long travel range there, Vayne's stun. So Gangplank has returned. I'm gonna check out his items. Gangplank has a Madrid's Razor, which is weird that he already had to go back to buy. Oh yeah, he died, never mind. So normally you go back when you're able to buy your Wriggles, because it'll be a free ward, and Wriggles is a good item overall. It has great sustain, and Wukong going for some damage. It probably did quite a bit, but Gangplank just eats oranges and he's K. Now Ahri will be under pressure by a Brandt, because Brandt with a blue buff is like Buffy the Vampire Slayer covered in vampires. Really keeps on slicing and dicing. Considering Buffy would be a rogue. But meanwhile, Nocturne is going to gank right up on the Graves, and a Gangplank ult as well. Nice little protective smoke bomb from Graves, which will allow him to get away. Meantime, the Brandt, you shouldn't have pulled Brandt in there, because his ult might hit Graves, but it was enough for it to kill Skarner. It was very nice that Brandt went down. It was very well coordinated attack from the entire team. Everyone was there, even Gangplank was there with his ult. Well, not that it's that hard, but still good coordination. This is a solo rank Q, solo Q ranked, and that's a free dragon for purple. Even though Nocturne will have to hurry, because here comes Ahri with the ultimate. Will be able to get a Nocturne kill, very nice, but still dragon will be for the purple team. And a double kill on top. That's what you get for turret diving. Now he stayed at his turret, so he should have gone quite a few hits from the tower before Gangplank died. So a trade-off is not that bad for Gangplank, and Wukong was even worth a bit more than he was, so it's a good exchange overall. So I really think that the purple team is ahead, except for the bottom lane, which is won by Grace, which isn't a surprise because he uploaded this video. So I'm really interested to see what Pukey style will do in this game, because personally I think that Brandt, even though, well, he has more creeps, but that kill from Ahri was actually a good thing that she did, because now they're almost on the same level. But Brandt didn't go shopping yet, so well, he is now, but I'm really interested to see what items he's going to buy. I think he's going for the sustain with the gunblade, or the hextech gun. We'll see. It's not. Yeah, he's going for the way I build him, which is a Rely Scepter. I always love Rely Scepter. I pretty much do it on every caster I play, but that's because I pretty much play Cassiopeia all the time, so a Rally Scepter on Cassiopeia is so good. Meanwhile, top is going to go down, I think, once a Skarner is able to grab you, but nice juking from the Gangplank, going in the bush and out the minute Skarner goes in, so he isn't able to hit him even once. Oh, a Sona, aggressive Sona. Well, Sona is able to do a lot of damage in the beginning of the game, so no surprises there, but It's really a pity she wasn't able to give the kill to Brand, because a blue buff on Brand, I say it turns him into a monster. But hey, oh no, she didn't have blue. Ah, yeah, sorry. So that was the red buff Ari was able to steal from Nocturne. So either way, a red buff is also fine, though. It's not really that good because, well, she won't be able to do much with it. But what am I talking about? It doesn't matter who has the red buff. It was stolen from Ari by killing Nocturne. But I don't really approve that the bottom lane pushed destroyed the tower very early. Well, I think it's very early because it's really free farm for Vayne the entire duration of the mid game now. She'll be able to farm like there's no tomorrow, and that will get her, well, that will make her less behind than she is. I think, unless Graves really is stealing all of Ari's creeps, which isn't really what he should do, but well, he's still ahead on Vayne, so no problems there. If he's able to get a kill out of it, then fine, but oh, or he could jungle. No biggie, cause Skarner has the Philosopher's Stone, so he'll get money anyway. And they're going to steal blue, which is pretty good, because really if you can keep a brand from blue, well, it's not like keeping a Kassadin or an Anivia from blue. And a nice ultimate from the Janna, pushing all of the attackers on Skarner away so he can move out safely, and everyone got out of there. That was a nice steal overall. No negative repercussions whatsoever. And look at the damage from that from Alexi on the Vayne, because she was full HP, I think, or nearly full, and she didn't get hit by the true damage which comes from weird ultimate from Brand. This is a high elo match, so there is no way that Graves would have hugged Ari in the first. And the ultimate from Ari that will surely kill Disona, and she tried to ulti, but it didn't really help. And we'll look at her corpse, because it's like she's sleeping really. She was playing so hard on her harp and fell asleep. No, she died. She died horribly. Now the mid is getting pushed, the tower should go down because Brand doesn't have any mana. How strange. Wukong also pushing his lane, so Gangplank did return, so the tower shouldn't go down. I don't know if it's a bug of a LoL replay that it still have all its health. Probably does, because minions should have hit it a bit. Meanwhile, I think yes, Graves will have a giant minion wave coming bot, so he should go bot, but I think he likes to play it safe. So because he will go for golems first because he can dash through walls. Yeah, I'm Graves, I can dash through walls. Well, pretty much it's not Caitlyn can do it as well, so Graves OP! No, he's not. Nerf Aurelia! Meanwhile, Graves will be getting the giant wave that was bot together with the golem, so he just keeps getting ahead of the Vayne, trying his best to carry. And what must an AD carry do? Farm, 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 and position yourself correctly and auto attack like a beast. Even though Graves actually has good AD scaling abilities mid game, so he can quite do a massive poke with his ultimate and his shotgun blast. Meanwhile, mid is getting pushed and Skarner is left to fend for it on his own. But Skarner is quite tanky because of the Mercury strats. He has a lot of AP for the mid game, enough to block Brand's attacks. Because Brand didn't really go for the AP. Well, Realize also gives good AP, but not as good as AP as Ari will have because of her 3 rings of 3 Doran's rings and the blasting wand. I was hoping she would already have her Legiously Large Rod, but she will have it eventually. No biggie. We're 17 minutes in the game and she The only Brand really outfarmed her, but meanwhile the second dragon is being contested and Wukong doing an amazing ultimate, knocking them all up in the air. Ari will surely get Sona, and the entirety of the team needs to back away from purple. Meanwhile Gangplank is pushing, but he doesn't have any creeps, so that won't do any good. And ooh, Janna, well, Janna is Janna, she's able to go away. Meanwhile Graves is in danger really, but he should be able to be... Brand is 2-0 I think. No, it's still able to do 1Q and a shotgun blast in the face, but a heal and also a... This is amazing. Both carries still had their heal up, so now that the entire blue team is here, they need to get away real fast, and the slow from Brandt will surely do that. But Skarner is a quick champion, and oh, the ultimate! Nice splash ultimate on the Grace, pushed back by Janna's ult, and that's a dead X-Peak. Now this tower is getting quite pushed, but I don't think they are able to do that much because the entire team will be... I know, Gangplank is at mid, so they're not at that much trouble, though a Gangplank ult could be devastating. From time to time, well mostly, unless they're really off target. So yeah, blue team is getting ahead in this match, even though the farm isn't really showing for it. The kills are. So Ari has 4 kills, so even though Brandt has is more farmed, 4 kills are pretty much 60 million kills. Yeah, pretty much 60 million kills, 4 kills. So she's ahead on the Brandt. And Vayne with 100 million kills is not ahead on Graves, because Graves has 148, so not that bad. They're not that far behind, and I told you, she pretty much has free farm here because the tower is gone and their tower still stands. So they're really, if you want to gank her, you need to do dangerous stuff in getting here. But well, I can't see if it's warded because low replay doesn't give me the enemy's team's visions. Meanwhile Sona is getting caught and has to flash away, but her entire team, well 3 of them, is protecting her, so he'll have to run away. Little fire monkey is on fire though. How ahead is he, if he's ahead? Gangplank has 121 million kills while Wukong has 128, and they have equal... no, Wukong has a kill more, so yeah, the entire everyone is ahead. Even, well yeah, Janna has less million kills than Sona. Oh my god. So except Janna, but really looking at whether or not support champions are ahead on each other is stupid, because they really stand and fall on the rest of their team. They can only do as much as they can. And meanwhile Brandt will be coming in the 8 with... oh, his ult failed. That's a bit of a waste, but he should be able to get Ari if low replay wouldn't do crazy. And that's a dead Janna. Janna will not be able to get away from a Gangplank unless, of course... no. I would have thought that the slow on Skarner's Q would have been more, but... ooh, Graves coming in with the shotgun! No. Skarner is very fast champ, and Vayne can only run fast if she is able to see Skarner. Just lights out from Graves. Did what it had to do. So nice play from Graves, putting the smoke grenade right in the vision of Vayne, so she would have walked a little bit less fast, so Skarner could have moved away easily. And now I think she really needs to go away, because that Wukong is scary. I think he has his brutalizer, he does, so an early brutalizer, I always like it. It gives cooldown reduction and armor penetration and attack damage. So early on to have a brutalizer is good. You don't need to put it on to change it to the other weapon, which is Yumu's Ghostblade. Yumu's Ghostblade is good, don't get me wrong, but if you just have a brutalizer, and well, maybe you could go for Everrise Blade. It gives money, so it will even get you more ahead, but that's why you don't really need to combine that into a Yumu's Ghostblade. You can't profit from Everrise Blade because brutalizer is really good on his own. Meanwhile, I think they're going to push the middle in order to go for the first Baron or maybe Dragon. Or, well, they have a timer on blue, I suppose, so they might as well, blue might spawn right about now. Graves just leveled up, going for red, already has it. Now the entirety of a blue team will probably be at blue in order to get it safely. I don't think... Oh, they think they're doing Baron. Well, they're not, so if blue would spawn about now, it would be a free blue buff or a free dragon, but because they're not doing Baron, it'll be a showdown in the mid, I hope. So purple team pushing probably will be going to their towers. I don't think that either of them is brave enough to... well, foolish enough. Oh, Graves getting hit, which will slow him and will be an easy target for Brand's Pillar of Flame. Though he already has a Bloodthirster with the crit, so... oh, Ari being aggressive, but because she's Ari and is able to use her ult 3 times, she can go in, do some damage and then go out pretty safely. Wukong doing an amazing ultimate right on 4 people, but will he be saved? I don't think he'll be able to get away from Vayne. However, Gangplank was caught way out of position, and what that's what I meant by the mid-game AD attacks from Grace. Was able to pretty much put down all of them with his ultimate and his shotgun blast, and that's a dead Sona. Yeah, no, you're not going to steal my kill. I'm Graves. Yeah, that's a bad Graves, sorry. And that's a free Baron, though Skarner isn't really that high on HP, and I don't know, I didn't see whether or not Sona still had her ultimate because she was fighting Gangplank while I was watching the other fight. But Graves actually tanking, which is fine because he has lifesteal, so he is able to... ooh, but he's get critted, and another crit. That Baron is a beast. But so nice play actually, but Vayne is near with full HP, so if she would have popped her ult, which I think is still on cooldown, she could have easily killed one without the other ones knowing what she did. I don't think that Janna has an oracle, though I think she'll buy it immediately. Will the enemy team do Baron? Yes, they will. Very nicely thought of by Wukong and Janna. However, will it be enough? No, it won't. Though they again, Harry just kills Nocturne. Well, a nice ultimate from Brand for once. It's the first one I've seen that actually did what was supposed to do. However, well, they did add Baron, so bravo for purple. That will make them be less far behind, but still they are behind, and it's a free dragon for green team. Green. Well, they are green. They're my friends, bro. They be green. Yeah, hippie team. Nah, green doesn't mean you're a hippie. It means you care for the environment, which means you're a hippie. So that Ari will get blue, no problem. Skarner and Wukong will probably already kill Dragon, and will they push top? I don't think so. They'll probably go back because they've earned a nice rest and items underneath their pillows. Meanwhile, Ari showing off her blue to Vayne. Vayne doesn't really like it, but I'm purple. Yeah, you cannot be purple, I'm blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-da. Meanwhile, I think the enemy team might be doing the same with their blue. No, well, I thought because Vayne went over to the jungle that she might have be stealing their blue, but apparently not. Well, it would have been too dangerous, to be honest. 2 teammates are down, the jungler as well. Well, no, they're back right now, but they wouldn't have been back in time to steal blue. Will Ari give it to Skarner? I think she will, because her blue is really not that old. And no, she will get it, because, well, she's the AP carry, she'll get blue. And Janna doing what a support must do, drinking an oracles, telling everyone when blue will spawn. She's really been doing good this game. Supports need a little love, and they really earn it. She's been playing very well together with Graves on the bot lane, which made their team go ahead, and Graves knows it and dances like a Well, like a cowboy. I think. I don't know how cowboy dancing goes, but it should be going a little bit like that. So I think, well, because the enemy has Baron, blue team isn't pretty sure what to do, but I think they know they're ahead, so they'll probably push it anyway. Not that many people from purple have the Baron. The support has it, the AD carry has it, so that's a good thing, but neither Nocturne nor Brand has it, and they're mostly the biggest damage dealers of the team. Well, Nocturne is a bit behind, so he doesn't really have that much damaging items. So he's 0 to 6 with only... Ah, sorry, that was a low recorder bug, but still he's 0 to 6 with the only... Well, the only damaging item he has is a Wriggles and an Everrise Blade, so he really isn't that much of a threat. He was behind, so it's good of him to go for the gold per 5 items, but if you're not going the role you should go by buying gold per 5, you won't be able to do that much in order to get ahead anyway, so unless the game will take more than it's needed, because I don't think this game would take that much longer, the gold per 5 won't be that good to you, so it's better to just try your best with the items that you have sometimes, instead of going for gold per 5. Yeah, Skarner went for gold per 5 only to get the Chivalrous Reverie, so that's the only reason he went for Philosopher's Stone. Chivalrous Reverie is really such a good item. I'm gonna see if Janna already has it. No, but I think because even double Chivalrous Reverie is good, and now Gangplank with the jukes of a mofo will be dead after pretty much 30 seconds of a chasey game with Skarner. And Graves getting the kill, which is always a good thing to do. Feed your AD carries, because they will carry you through the end game. An AP carry can pretty much one-shot one guy, but your AD carry end game will kill them all. Well, it depends on what kind of carry you are. And any with the right positioning is able to kill a whole lot of people. But mostly it's your AD carry who will carry you through the end game. But I don't really think that'll be necessary. Graves isn't that strong of an end game carry to begin with, so they'll probably end it in about 10 minutes or so. Wukong even tanking the turret to do damage on it. The minions are too slow for fiery Wukong. He is on fire though. Literally and figuratively. Yes, so blue again stole him? No, because Janna said blue would have spawned at... Oh, sorry for that. Would spawn at 3:20, so it's still 30 seconds left on the clock. Meanwhile, Vayne still trying to farm whatever she can, but she is getting so far behind on that Graves. He has 5 kills, she has 3, so not that bad. Neither of them have died, so bravo. But she has like almost 70 minions behind on Graves. And I'm a carry. So now blue spawned, as of course they knew when it was going to spawn. I don't think the enemies knew. Skarner's gonna show them, yes, they're doing blue right now. But yeah, there's nothing they can do, and that ward will belong to Janna. Always just a bit of respect for your support. Give her the wards, because she did pay for the oracles. Oh, Graves took it. She did pay for the oracles, so in order to get the money back that she invested, give it to her. If she dies and she wasn't able to get a lot of wards, she will get behind, and you don't really want your support to get behind all that much, because supports are pretty important, and if they just get one-shotted by a Vayne or a Brand, then yeah, especially Jannas are so good in team fights. They can push up people, push them away with their ult. Okay, it's only a one-time event in a team fight when she ultimates, but she slows, she shields. Please take care of your support. And yes, also Janna has Chivalrous Reverie now, so you will not be able to get away from an engage. if they manage to pop them twice. I'm gonna check out if the enemy's team has Shurelwas to counter them. Shurelwas? Ah, it's so hard to pronounce. Shurelwas. A reverie. So only the Sona has Shurelwas. So never mind. Oh, the Sona also has that specific item. Ha! That's a tongue twister. Try to say Shurelwas Reverie 3 times in a row. Ooh, Ari showing Nocturne that he has an anti-spell shield, but will it be enough? Ooh, nice ult there, and Nocturne will probably die unless he's able to ghost. That could have been pretty neat if the Baron was low enough and he had smite ready, if he could ultimate right at the right time to smite the Baron. Ari, well, she did what her ultimate was down, so she could die. It's not that bad. Wukong doesn't have mana, so he'll die. But Graves critting like a beast, killing everybody. They're not focusing him, so that monkey really did what he should have done. He's a tanky AD, even though he didn't have any mana. Still, they were focusing him because he was low, and Graves had free play. Now, Sona will try to steal it, but surely there isn't a lot she can do. Graves will two-shot her if she tries. So that's a free Baron. Well, free. They did fight for it, and they won. And they paid in bodies. 2 bodies. But in return, they got 3. No, 4. Nocturne died as well. Though he has Pound, so be careful. If only his ult was up. There we go, Baron for blue team. So I think when everyone's alive, they're going to push mid or maybe even top, because top is pushing really hard. Though bot is also getting pretty hard pushed by a huge minion wave. Though I don't see how much half of the HP, so I don't think it will be enough for the minions to down it. Top has been cleared by Brand, so also nothing there. So, ooh, Dragon has bounced, so I think they're going there. Blue for Graves, red for Graves, I suppose. I presume. So Graves has red. Really super. Man, my super sounds super awesome. So super special, awesome. So yeah, he has 2 BF items, Infinity Edge and Bloodthirster, together with the Zeal, which he hasn't turned into a Phantom Dancer yet. Which is weird, because I really like the movement speed on the Phantom Dancer and the crit it gives. But maybe he'll go for it now. No, I think he's going for the recurve, the Last Whisper recurve bow. Because are they stacking on armor? I don't know. I really don't think so. Well, no. They aren't, so a Last Whisper isn't that necessary. It reduces the armor the enemies have by 40%. But if 40% of nothing is still nothing, so I don't think that going for the Last Whisper is the best idea, but it doesn't really matter now, does it? Now Shurelwas Reverie went off, which, well, isn't really necessary anymore. The team fight has already happened pretty damn fast. Oh, but Graves wants some Gangplank. But Gangplank is fast with his how do they call it again? It's something with motivation. Oh, the ult and the ignite, so I think Graves will, but yeah, both died. The ignite on Gangplank was a very good call, because Graves' heal was ready, but it didn't heal that much, because everyone knows ignites reduces the healing by 50%. So yeah, nice kill of Gangplank, considering, but it doesn't really make a lot of a difference. So GG for green team, and really nice playing of everyone. Everyone did their part. Graves did well, Jenna did well, everyone did well. So thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please tell me, and if you have any suggestions what I do better, I will get a better mic, so don't worry about that. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you next time then.